Prison is not what you think it is. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. For those of you that have never been to prison, you have no idea. Me, I've served 27 years, over 27 years of actual confinement time, incarcerated inside state facilities in the California Department of Corrections and California Youth Authority. Hollywood has depicted prison in a way that's comical, while also it seems like they try to glamorize the lifestyle. This channel is not to glamorize anything when it comes to criminality or incarceration. Not every state is the same. I don't know how it is to do time in New York, Louisiana, Nevada. I don't know those things, but I do know incarceration in California. And I do know that when people talk about prison systems in the United States, California is usually mentioned. It's a very violent place. It's an ugly place. And today we're going to talk about it a little bit. Regardless of the movies, regardless of some people's glamorization that were incarcerated, there's no camaraderie behind those walls. Out here in California, there's a lot of politicking. People smile in your face, act like they like you. They'd be mad because you spent more money at the canteen than them. Or maybe you got 2 packages in 1 quarter and they didn't get 1. They look at you as the spoiled guy when you're just living your life, minding your own business, hustling. You got people looking out for you. You can have a conversation and every word you're saying is being dissected. People looking for a reason, looking for a way to knock you down because it's something they don't like about you. You haven't done nothing wrong to them. But these guys, there are certain dudes behind these walls, man. I met several. They like to politic. They like to hurt people. They're quick to step on somebody's neck just to get a little higher up. Don't get me wrong, you could meet some dudes that are cool dudes. But at the end of the day, it's all about self-preservation. I've met a lot of people, whether it be like at work, at a bar, wherever, and my incarceration pops up, how long I did. And everybody that hears that's never been incarcerated, they usually always say the same thing. I couldn't do it. And I always say the same thing every time they say it. Yes, you could. It's human nature to survive, to make it through. So it's one of those sink or swim moments, right? Only these moments, they last a long time. You know, I've seen documentaries. I saw one about San Quentin being the worst prison, the craziest prison, something like most dangerous prison. That may have been true in the 70s, 60s. Old Folsom would be right there with it. And for people that are from outside of California, even people in California that never been to prison, they just don't know. San Quentin is one of the low-level prisons, and it's been that way for 30 years. And as much as it is a low-level prison, and as much as it isn't as dangerous as any of the level 4s, it's a place where you could still lose your life, literally and figuratively. You could either be somebody who take somebody out, or you could be taken out. Either way, you lose your life, because if you're in San Quentin, 99% of the time, you got a way to go home. You got a chance. You got action. That's a low-level prison. But once you take a life behind the walls, that's it. You're where you're supposed to be. And you'll be there till you die. Prison is a place of anger, of misery, and a lot of excuses. You know, I've made this video several different times, several different ways. But it's always the same thing. I promise you, you don't want to go there. I remember when Lefty Gunplay was on Vlad TV and they asked him something about guys growing up wanting to go to prison, and he said that was bull. And it's not. It wasn't. I grew up knowing I'm going to wind up in the California Youth Authority. I'm going to wind up in prison. Because I knew what I was willing to do. And I knew you don't get away with everything. Unfortunately, there are still kids growing up right now in the barrio, in the hood, that they're looking forward to being incarcerated. They think that's going to make them one of the OGs in the neighborhood. It just makes them another number. It just breaks up another family, victimizes more people in the community. You'll go in there, you'll be expected to do certain things. If you're lucky to not have a drinking problem, an addiction, a gambling problem, you may be all right. But then you also got to keep your nose out of everybody's business, while at the same time paying attention to everybody's business. It's a cold, cold world. Treacherous. I know that there are people that hear these videos and they love these videos that I do. And I hope it gets through to the people that really need to get it together and really need to hear it. I don't care how big your hood is. I don't care how big your neighborhood is. When you get incarcerated, they ain't going with you. They're also not going to look out for you. And the truth is, your homeboys will be the first ones trying to be with your lady. They'll be with your lady, but they won't look after your moms. And you were the same way when you were out. So you shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be mad at them. I remember when Chito Ranas got out one time. And I mean, you guys may remember the Mexican rapper Chito Ranas got out. And he was mad at everybody. He said everybody turned their back on him. And I did a video and I said, no. You were out here with them. And you chose to do what you did. You turned your back on them and you went back inside. You left them. So they just showed you the same respect, the same kind of love. Before I go, I'll tell you this. One of the worst things about prison is that it removes the benefit of the doubt. You have people in your life right now that you break bread with, that you talk to, that you show love to. And you believe, I know if I went down right now, that person has me. Or I know this person and this person, they got me. If nobody else, they got me. Then you go sit down behind those walls and you find out. Most people are wrong. They don't got you. Just like you didn't have your road dog when he got busted because you had to do what you had to do. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.